Hello and happy dark and stormy Monday morning to you, my sugar clouds of candy corn, muffin tops, coffee cheers to you. It is I, Hallie, with today's weekly reading book review. It is episode 4 of October 2025 and our October finale for the year. And I have a lot of books to talk about because it's who I am. So should you like to talk about books and stories, again, pour yourself a cup of coffee and we're going to talk about some books, the ones I read this week. The first one I read is this beautiful book by jiang. This is A Palace Near the Wind. I honestly kind of have no idea what happened. It was beautiful, right? Shiny cover, beautiful end sheets, tiny fiction. Somehow it's like an eco fable and she has bark skin and there's like a marriage contract with the king who's her dad and trying not to expand the kingdom, and there's another kingdom that's industrialized. I was very confused. I just read it because it was pretty, so do with that what you will. It exists. Okay, the next one I read, this is crazy dystopian, and I loved it. Okay, this is We by, bear with me, Yevgeny Zamyatin. I do not have a Russian dialect accent. I'm sorry. This was written in like the 1920s, I think like right after World War I, and been translated obviously into English eventually. George Orwell read it in French, and his little New York Times book reviews in the back, as well as an essay from Margaret Atwood, who wrote The Handmaid's Tale, and Ursula K. Le Guin, who called it the best science fiction book ever. It was amazing. That's all. It's very like, it's like his diary entries sort of, and I loved it. So, Haley, looking at you, if you're watching this, I know you love dystopian. This was wacky. So classic lit dystopian in translation, and that crazy cover, and I love it. Amazing. Okay, I did also finish, very spooky, Haunted U.S.A. I know I've been flipping through this all month. Stunning illustrations by Sam Kalda. They're graphite. You can see a lot on his Instagram. He does little videos, and just the power of a pencil. Some of them are very spooky, especially when we get to the cryptids. The little blurbs, there's one per state plus Washington, D.C., are kind of more historical and not so spooky. But I may have been spooked as a kid. I don't know. But I'm here for the art, and it was gorgeous. Okay, and I also finished last night Right Through It by Kate McKean. You may know her from the Agents and Books Substack newsletter that I think she just moved to a different platform. Anyway, this is her first book. She's also an agent, obviously, but this was great. Like, it's not like I learned anything, but it's always helpful to rehear it. She goes through querying. She goes through being out on submission. She goes through how to write the next book after you've done the hard thing and I want to celebrate, but I forgot how to write anything, and reminding us to enjoy it because writing is fun. It's never going to be easy. It's never going to be fast, but it can be fun. So really enjoyed, especially the stuff in the back about the encouraging, boosting to keep going. So if you're new to writing or in the trenches, always not a bad idea to read another publisher insider / craft book just to know what's going on. And if you have writer friends, maybe read it so you can empathize a little with what we have to go through and not get paid to do it. Great. Okay, cool. Thank you for writing that, Kate. It was a lovely book. Okay. That was all I read last week because I was super distracted because I was totally in the zone for a painting that I'm very proud of that will be going in my portfolio this week sometime. I'm going to get it up on my website. I made fan art, sort of alternate cover art. I mean, I love the cover, so I can't call it alternate cover art, but had I been given the assignment to paint a cover, I did the Spella and Egypt, the mummy cat painting. Full time-lapse video and process post is up on my Patreon, which is the crayon box. So it was to a sequel, this book. Okay, so you know I love The Wand Keepers, A Sky Full of Dragons. The sequel just came out by Tiffany McDaniel, The Wand Keepers, The Money Snatcher's Curse, and that was the art I made last week. I was in the studio. I loved it so much. So really proud of that painting. Would love for you to go watch that video. You can join my Patreon, which I call the crayon box, for free for a week if you want to just watch the video and get out of there, or stay tuned because if you are a paid member, you get crayon box happy mail next week because it will be the first of the month, and every month I send my Patreons stickers, a brand new sticker. Yay. Okay, currently reading, just started this morning. I need to finish this by Wednesday night in time for book club that I'm leading. So I always like to have it fresh, but I probably waited too long because I was finishing other things and projects. But this is My Plain Jane, which I think came out in 2019. Anyway, this was my Lit Joy special edition from way back in the day. So it has some artwork and signed by the authors, but I do have to mark it up because I just can't buy another copy right now. So anyway, this is My Plain Jane. It is a snarky retelling of Jane Eyre from three perspectives of a ghost hunter, Charlotte Bronte herself, and Jane Eyre. So loving that. We'll see how the book club feels about it. I'm not sure they're as into it as I am, but loving that. Oh, I didn't tell you the authors. It's written by Cynthia Hand, Brodi, Ashton, and Jodi Meadows, also known as the Lady Janies. Yay! Okay, also currently reading, because I can't help myself, Henry VIII, I Am Man. It feels wrong not to say that afterwards. So we're going to have to extend our reading through Shakespeare's canon into 2026. Just is what it is, because I think I'd have to read 4 plays a week now through the end of the year, and there's just too many other books in the world for me to go full out Shakespeare for 2 months. I just can't do it. So, but here's Henry VIII, so that's interesting. I did start, but I put it down because I don't know how I feel about it. I added this onto my book of the month box. This is Someone in the Attic, and the opening page and a half is a woman in the tub whose boyfriend is out of town, and someone comes down from the attic and kills her while she's in the bathtub. Or if he doesn't kill her, she dies. And then we have our other friends and it's spooky, and there's like a viral video thing of people pretending they're hiding in your attic, and it's spooky, and one of the ladies is like, that video's in my house, but I didn't let anybody in, so this is creepy and probably not what I need to be reading Halloween week. Okay, and then hopefully, possibly, maybe, reading next. This book just came out. This is Cast versus Crew, Setting the Stage by Lindsay Champion. Okay, guys, we need this book to succeed so that they'll publish my book. Right? As you know, I wrote a middle grade retelling within a stage production of Twelfth Night, the Shakespeare play, of course. And so this one just came out. It's going to be a series, and it's just the backstage crew. So the cast is having their own drama on stage, and this is the story of backstage. So looking forward to enjoying that one. It's out now from Holiday House, I think. Yeah, Pixel and Ink. Holiday House, publishing nonsense, but looking forward to that, and help me make it succeed so that, you know, more kid theater books can exist, because so many kids are doing theater, they need books for them too. Okay, and so it would be a great week to read this, and there's just been other things. So Autumn Krause, I love ya. Your new Gray Flowers. This was my signed pre-order of whatever the heck that month was. Was it September? Was it October? I don't know, but it came all the way to me from California, and looking forward to this. This is I want to say Elizabethan, might be the wrong historical era, not so good with history, as I've told you all the times, but also somehow Hamlet adjacent. So looking forward to that. Very gothic lit, but you know, modern YA, and have only goodies falling out of there. And we'll see if I get to it. Doubt I will. But I just want to show you this because I love the quirky cover. This is MINA's Matchbox by Yoko Ogawa, and I picked this up when I was in New York. I think at Books Are Magic. 99% sure that's where I bought this one, and I just love doing that. Actually, yes, I do have proof it was from Books of Magic, because they had a store stamp, which is miraculous. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. I would love to wish you another round of coffee cheers. I hope your Halloween is spooky cute, and if you're brave enough to leave the house on Friday, you're better than me. I will be hiding in my house with all the lights off so that no one rings my doorbell, because I'm terrified of pranks and people asking me for candy that I want to eat myself, I guess. Anyway, my Substack newsletter will be coming out this week, so please make sure you're subscribed to my newsletter. I'm sure there's a link in my bio. Again, Crayon Box, there's a brand new video, and more fun coming at you this week, and stickers next week. Hooray! If you join now as a paid member, you'll get October's stickers. And you're welcome, art and things. And I feel like I had something else to tell you, but oh well. So stay tuned for October's like favorite reads recap. That will be on my blog as well as Instagram, and will come first to my newsletter peeps. So grateful for you. You like my spooky mug? Yay! My Minnie Mouse one's in the sink, or I would have shown you my mini ghost mug. Okay, I'm gonna go to the studio and make another Halloween themed art that I'm super excited about. So I'm gonna go dye and stain some papers and start cutting out that spooky cute silliness. Okay, talk to you later.